Welcome to session 6 of module 4. In this session, I am explaining the things related to the removal of organic solids which are present in the industrial wastewater. Removal of organic solids. The removal of dissolved organic solid matter from the wastewater is one of the most important tasks of an engineer. Means this one is, and compared to the inorganic solids, the removal of organic solids is somewhat different, and also it is a challenging to the engineers for complete removal of organic matter. If we are not remove the complete organic matter which are present in the particular industrial wastewater, then there may be a chances of BOD load may be still present in the particular, and also it is not possible to dispose the industrial waste water as per the disposal standard. These solids are usually oxidized rapidly by microorganisms in the receiving stream, resulting in loss of dissolved oxygen. So, when we go for biological treatment or secondary treatment, we remove the organic matters which are present in the particular one by using the microbes like bacteria, protozoa, and all these things. So in this case, the microbes are utilize the organic matter as a source of their energy, metabolic activity, and all these things, and stabilize convert the complex organic matter into a simple form. For that, it requires suitable environmental conditions, and also it is very sensitive for the environmental conditions like pH, temperature, DO, and all these things. They are difficult to remove because of extensive detention time required in biological process. Means it requires some time for complete removal of organic matter, and also it is fully depending upon the behavior of the microbes which are present in the system. Biological methods have proved more effective since the microbes, including bacteria and protozoa, consumes organic pollutant as food. In this case, what happened? The microbes are utilize the organic matter present in the wastewater as a source of energy and use for their reproduction, energy, metabolic activity, and all these things. And finally, it converts complex into simple form, and also it liberates CO2, H2O, and all these things, converting them into carbon dioxide, water, energy for the growth and reproduction. They must be provided with enough oxygen, adequate contact with the organic material in the effluent, suitable temperatures, and other favorable conditions. Means it is temperamental. This process is biological treatment, wastewater treatment is a temperamental, means it is mainly depending upon the environmental conditions such as temperature, pH, DO, and all these things. So the maintenance or the this condition will be maintained suitably or by with the technical person for effective removal of the organic matter which are present in that particular system. Some of the process treating which may adopted for treating the organic matter are as follows: lowering in oxidation pond, trickling filter, activated sludge treatment, modification of activated sludge process, anaerobic digestion, high rate aerobic treatment, wet combustion, spray irrigation. These are some of the methods which are adopted for removal of the organic matter which are present in the industrial wastewater as well as in the municipal wastewater. So these things are comes under usually secondary treatment process. Secondary treatment process. Lagooning. Common means of both removing and oxidizing organic matter and wastewater as well as is this in this procedure in this process will be carried out. The best example for the lagooning is facultative pond. Facultative pond is one invention. The pond is divided into three groups. One is aerobic, and second at the top portion, at the middle portion, there is a both aerobic as well as anaerobic, and at the bottom of the pond there is anaerobic digestion will be takes place or anaerobic decomposition will be takes place. Here there is a symbiosis reaction will be takes place between algae as well as microbes which are present in the system. The algae are utilized the sunlight as well as CO2 for their survival, and it liberates the oxygen and all these things. Once it liberates oxygen, the particular oxygen is utilized by the microbes for the degradation of the organic matters which are present in the system. And also in the middle portion, there may be aerobic or anaerobic digestion will be takes place. By that, the complete degradation of the organic matter will be takes place. The mutually dependent relationship between algae and bacteria in the stabilization pond is very important. Means it's called as symbiosis reaction. Using energy from sunlight, the algae grow and multiply by consuming carbon dioxide and other inorganic compounds released by the bacteria. Means bacteria, they are consuming the oxygen and utilize organic matter present in the system. They liberate CO2 as well as some of the inorganic compounds. These things are utilized by the algae for their survival, and it liberates oxygen which is very essential for the degradation of the organic matter present in the system for bacteria and all these things. The bacteria use both the oxygen released by the algae and organics from the wastewater. Algae can also cause a problem. When they die, they impose a secondary organic loading on the pond. Another disadvantage is seasonally, in some, the algae are very active in the summer season, since the availability of sunlight is much more in that when compared to the winter season. So the algae are very active in the summer season only. Therefore, the system is very active or very effective one only in the summer season when compared to the winter one. The low construction, operational maintenance cost, and negligible energy cost offers distinct advantage. Means it is very cost effective and also maintenance free. Therefore, it is very effective one. Trickling filter. The trickling filter is a type of growth, a fixed growth system. When you go for biological system of degrading the organic matter, there are two types of the system. One is attached growth system, another one is the suspended growth system. So trickling filter is comes under the attached growth system. Attached growth system is one in which microbes are attached to the soil structure, and once the wastewater is allowed to pass through the microbes, then they utilize the organic matter which are present in the wastewater and degrade the organic matter into a simple form by utilizing the dissolved oxygen which are present in the system as well as from the atmosphere. The microbes remains fixed on attached to a growth surface of the wastewater, flow over the surface to provide contact with the organics. These growth absorbs and oxidize dissolved and colloidal organic matter from the waste applied to them. The effluent trickles down towards the beds of the stones. A biological slim of microbes develops on the surface of the rocks. Means a slim layer is developed on the surface of the solids by microbes as well as with the wastewater which is flow over through that particular one. The microbes in the thin slim layer absorb the dissolved organics, thus remaining oxygen demanding substance from the wastewater. Actodistillate treatment. This process is probably versatile and effective of all wastewater treatment process. In the actodistillate treatment is a process which is comes under the suspension system. The clean filter is attached growth system. This one is suspension system. In this case, the system or the organic matter as well as microorganisms are maintained in a suspension by introducing a aeration or air and all these things, or maintained in a aeration tank. Aeration tank is one in which they are introducing the air with a high velocity such that the solids as well as microbes which are in the suspension period only. Once they are in the suspension period, automatically the microbes present in the system absorb and utilize the organic matter and degrade the organic matter into the stabilized form. In the aeration tank, microbes consume the dissolved organic pollutants as food and convert organic materials in wastewater to microbial moss and CO2 by using oxygen provided in the air compressor. The organic nitrogen is converted ammonium or nitrate. The aerobic microorganisms in the tank grow and multiply, forming an activated suspension of biological solids called activated sludge. The combination of the activated sludge and wastewater in the aeration tank is called the mixed liquor, and also to improve the efficiency of the activated sludge process, the returning the activated sludge to the aeration tank. By that, the efficiency of the activated sludge process may be increased. Modification of activated sludge process. The objective is to supply the maximum of air to the sludge when it is in the optimum condition to oxidize, absorb organic matter. For that, what they go for, they are introducing the air at different intervals of time along the length of the tank. By that, the dissolved oxygen is increased in the aeration tank. By that, the degradation of organic matter very very quickly, and also it is possible to maintain the food to microbial ratio for survival of the microbes which are present in the particular one. Anaerobic digestion. Anaerobic digestion is one in which digestion takes place in the absence of oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, it is a process of oxidizing organic matter in closed vessels in the absence of air. The process has been highly successful in condition sewage sludge for final disposal. Usually, anaerobic digestion tank will be very effective one for the sludge treatment. Anaerobic processes are therefore slow and requires low daily load and long detention period. Means for complete degradation of the organic matter by the process of anaerobic digestion will takes place for the long duration when compared to the aerobic one. However, since little or no power need to be added, operating cost is very low. So it is cost effective one. Therefore, usually the digestion of the sludge and all these things will be done by using the anaerobic digestion system only. Toxic matter, and there are high percentage of rapidly oxidized dissolved organic matter. This process has defined advantages over aerobic system. Aerate aerobic treatment, it is another one of the method of treating the organic matters present in the industrial wastewater. This process consists of communication of waste for long period, means for 1 to 3 days, final settling of the sludge and returning of the settled sludge to the aeration tank. There is no need for sludge digestion. Means they go for returning the sludge which is produced by this process. Wet combustion. Wet combustion is one of the process in which pumping organic laden wastewater and air into the reactor vessel at elevated pressure. The organic functions undergo rapid oxidation even though they are dissolved or in the suspended system. This rapid oxidation gives off the water by direct convection and water flushes into stream. Inorganic chemicals which are present in May industrial waste can be recovered from the stream in a separate chamber. Means here once the wastewater is mixed with the water with high temperature, automatically the evaporation takes place. By that, the it is converted into a steam. That particular steam is recovered separately, and from that it is possible to remove some of the inorganic chemicals which are present in that particular one. Spray irrigation. Spray irrigation is an adoption of the familiar method of watering agricultural crops by portable sprinkling irrigation system. Waste are applied as a rain to the surface of the soil with the objective of applying the maximum amount that can be absorbed without surface runoff or damage to the cover crop. This is one method of disposal of the wastewater or on land treatment. So some of the MCQ related to this topic. What is the size of the ionic particles present in wastewater? It is 0.001 micron. The smallest particle size requiring removal from the fluid stream is called filtration degree. The total area of the filter is called effective filter media. It is false. The elements that cause filter to lose hydraulic capacity are referred to as clogging factor. Straining refers to the removal of smaller particle from the fluid. It is false. Dash is used to limit the cleaning of the screen. It is suction scanner. The air is dissolved in water and wastewater by natural means. It is false. The suspended particles sink to the bottom during the process. It is false. Which of the following is not coagulant? It is sulfuric acid. What does DAF stand for? It is dissolved air filtration. Thank you.